what will the ending of GTA 6's story be? For example, will Lucia and Jason's fate be similar to that of Bonnie and Clyde? This is such a good topic. I love this.
Ooh, yeah. As much as I know that the Bonnie and Clyde almost buzzword has been going around for a long time, I just don't see it playing out like Bonnie and Clyde, only due to the fact that it's too predictable. Like, especially with how much that it has been referenced over GTA 6's development. It's just way too predictable for them to make an actual Bonnie and Clyde like story. I genuinely think that if the story came and that was the ending, that there would be a lot of people upset online.
Oh, for sure.
Rockstar is known for just like, they twist it, they do something you're not expecting. And so with how much Bonnie and Clyde has been thrown around, I don't see it following the same story. I get that it's two criminals who are a couple and they're, in a love quarrel or whatever, but I just don't see it following the same story. It's too predictable.
Yeah, no, I'm 100% with you there. Like, I feel like, because, I mean, a good example is Red Dead Redemption 2. The good thing is it was based on a period of history, but it wasn't based on a particular story that we know. And Rockstar will always write and produce their own games. They're really good storytellers, and what they're not going to do is make a documentary style piece which is based on true events. They may be looking at Bonnie and Clyde like, cool, a dynamic love duo, partners in crime. But I think that's the only thing that they're going to be taking. Maybe they take like a mission here or there, which is based on something that Bonnie and Clyde did. Maybe that's as far as that resemblance will go. I think what they're doing is Bonnie and Clyde's relationship together as a duo is probably the best summary of Jason and Lucia, but it doesn't mean that we're going to be watching the storyline of Bonnie and Clyde, because if you want to watch the storyline of Bonnie and Clyde, you can go and read 100 books or 1,000 documentaries that have been made about it.
Exactly.
That's right.
No, I mean, Project Vice, what's your thoughts?
Yeah, no, I think to Jetro's point, they're not going to, end it with a cheap sort of ending similar to Bonnie and Clyde's fate. Like, Rockstar are obviously taking inspiration from that real life, couple and the story that, that involved between the both of them. But my sort of takeaway is, and I don't know, there's a theory going around the community, obviously this is all speculation, of course, like with anything at the moment, that in trailer 1 we saw Jason wearing sort of like a greenish sort of bandana, and then Lucia with like a red bandana, and then in Red Dead Redemption 2 Arthur was wearing the same sort of color bandana, I think it was like green or black, and then Dutch with a red one. So does this mean that Lucia is going to be sort of potentially like the one that's going to turn on Jason in the end? I don't know, what's your guys' thoughts on that theory?
I hope not. I think there's two sides to it. Like Rockstar, I hate talking about this, but watch the comments after this section. Rockstar aren't going to go. Rockstar representing a female in the game isn't their attempt at being woke or anything like that. It's just it's just a cool way for them to play on something that they haven't done since the top-down games. It's just a cool little thing for them to do. I don't think Lucia will be treated anyway as like part of the demise. I think the demise of Jason and Lucia, if there is one, obviously we know the emphasis of the word trust in the trailer. That is probably from a cinematic point of view implying that here's the weak point. Here's where things can go wrong, and this is what their relationship is based on, trust. And for something to go wrong in a relationship based on trust, that trust must be broken. We're getting down the rabbit hole of speculation here, but I feel like there's a reason for that being in the trailer, whatever that reason might be. But I don't think that it'll be particularly either Jason's fault or Lucia's fault. Maybe one of them makes a mistake. Maybe one of them has to rat out to the police.
Blames the other.
Yeah, exactly. The plot of the storyline and the way that the storyline is going to be carried is going to be hung on the word trust, not necessarily whether Jason or Lucia is a bad person. And I don't think there's a lot of people thinking that Jason could be an undercover cop and all of this. And whilst it'd be cool, like it's has been done. I mean, the Fast and the Furious 1 and 2 touched upon that Miami